Hey, Shabbat Shalom, guys. It is beautiful outside, walking around the reservoir, as you can see. Got my little handy-dandy stick over here. Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to ask you a very straightforward question, and that is, how straight do you run? I don't mean physically run, but how straight do we confront our issues and our challenges and our problems in life, or do we try to go around them? I'm asking this question because in this week's parsha, Yaakov, who seems to be going around a lot of his personal issues in his life, his very name, Jacob, from Yaakov, from the word Akev, Ayin Kuf Bet, means heel, right? He was grabbing onto the heel of Esav as he was coming out of his mother's womb because he wanted to get out first to be able to get the birthright. And when he couldn't get the birthright, he entered into this whole selling of buying the birthright from his brother, and then he has to trick his father Yitzchak, who's blind, and he's just using a lot of subterfuge. He's using a lot of trickery to get around. He's not doing things straight until he's got that fight with the angel. The angel, who our sages teach, is the Sar Shel Esav, is the spiritual emissary of Esav. Esav is Jacob's nemesis. He's his adversary, and he's running away from him. He doesn't want to confront him. And some of the rabbis teach that this angel that appears out of nowhere in the middle of the night and starts wrestling with Jacob, what happened was he was representing what Jacob was running away from, what he was refusing to confront in his life. And he ended up getting into this fight. And Jacob prevailed against the angel, but before the angel goes, he said, Beirachtani, give me a blessing. And what was the blessing the angel gave Jacob? A new name. His new name was Israel. And what does it mean to be an Israelite? Ki sarita im Elokim vatuchal. Because you fought, you struggled with God, and you prevailed. See, what it means to be a Jew is not to go around. It's not to take the circuitous route, but to directly confront what it is that it is our challenges and struggles in life. Think for a moment, what is it that's really keeping you from getting to the next place in your life? And are you confronting whatever issues that are preventing you from taking that next step? Because that's the lesson that Jacob leaves us with, and that's what it means to be a Jew. Ki sarita milokim, because you prevailed, you struggled through your issue, not by going around, not by subterfuge, not by trickery, but by confronting. Finally, Yaakov confronts his brother Esav. And when he does that, the rest of his life goes a lot better. He has other issues, of course, but the best way to confront those issues is straight on. And sometimes we get a little injured in the process. Jacob's hip was dislocated, but he prevailed. And my blessing to all of us, as I speak to you and I speak to myself, is that figure out what it is that's keeping you from the next step, and confront it, deal with it. Don't try to get around it. It's going to only come back to bite you, and you will prevail. It will happen, and you'll be following the great example of Jacob, our forefather. Shabbat Shalom.